Hello, everyone. I do hope this finds you well, that you're taking good care of yourself, taking good care of those around you. It's so important in these times. And hope you're ready for the daily quote. Let's go ahead and get right to it here. When we do the best that we can, we never know what miracle is wrought in our life or in the life of another. That's from Helen Keller. Yeah, she's one of my favorites. Amazing inspiration. And this quote today, it's so important to understand that our best does not mean that we're perfect, doesn't mean we do a great job, doesn't mean that we just nail it. Often our best is simply showing up when we find it difficult. Often doing our best is recognizing that we feel a little bit overwhelmed and struggling. And sometimes doing our best is being able to reach out for help, let someone be there for us. So often we don't do a lot of things because we just don't think we're up to it. What I've found over my life is that showing up so often is doing my best, showing up whether I wanted to or not. And what I mean by showing up is showing up for life, showing up for my partner, showing up for my children, showing up for my friends. But fundamentally, it means showing up for ourselves. And the best way to show up for myself, and I feel, is to be in alignment with my values, to do my best, to be a person I feel good about being. And that doesn't mean I know everything. It doesn't mean I do everything well. It doesn't mean that, I get that achievement or that degree or whatever that thing is. Doing my best is doing my best to remember what my values are and to be the person I want to be, to show up whether it's a mess or whether it's quite joyful. And fundamentally being able to look myself in the mirror at the end of the day and go, hey, you did your best today. You lived with some integrity, some honor. You've been authentic. You've been helpful. And when I do that, whoa, as this quote says, you have no idea what transforms within our lives and the lives of those that we touch. I mean, I'm a former homeless individual, recovering addict, raised with a mom, raising 9 kids, lived in, literally a homeless camp. At the side of a river, under a bridge, and some people helped me show up. And those times of doing my best was to not use substances no matter what, to have a commitment and a meeting no matter what. I wasn't capable of much, but doing my best was discovering that I had some value. I wanted to become a person that could look in the mirror. I wanted to be reunited with my daughter. I wanted to be a good dad, to be a good partner, ultimately to be a good human being. And really, through all my tragedies and traumas and struggles, I just didn't know how. And this quote today about doing our best, about regardless of how limited we feel, to recognize we have value and to live in alignment with our values, has transformed my life from a homeless, drug-addicted individual to someone who can look in the mirror today, feel pretty good about who he is, to be a parent and a grandparent with children who've never seen me under the influence of anything. It's 40 years now as I'm speaking of recovery. It's a life of working with adolescence, becoming a counselor and a therapist, eventually a school teacher, Buddhist monk. Quite a life, and the opportunity that I get each day now to be of benefit to the world instead of just sucking the life out of those that cared about me. And that just starts with doing our best, which could feel very limited, but it's about showing up for yourself and others, even when it doesn't feel very good, and ultimately becoming the person you want to be. Hope you find that helpful.